peace at last. Even if it is just a peaceful place to quietly starve to death. Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Project Zomboid, or really CDDA. Last time we managed to get ourselves out here to relative peace and quiet. Now the problem is, there's not a lot of food, but maybe there's even more than where we came from. I'm thinking we're going to have to start relying on foraging, but even if that doesn't pan out, there is still the matter of the town that's just north of here. Through these trees, there are some houses, and I think we're going to have to start making our way over there if we're going to survive. Not to mention, we're going to have to clear out the neighbors who reside in these trees. Otherwise, it's not really safe, it's just, well, I suppose about as safe as the threat of wolves on the frontier. Not to mention our hunger makes us a little bit weaker. But at least we have near infinite spears we can make from all these trees. We're underweight, we're hungry. It just all paints a really bad picture. And now our spear's broken on top of everything. I'm not sure I recognize this. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's just the fog, but did this house always have a fence? Or am I just not where I thought I was? Oh boy. Okay, well there's one leaning up against the house and two more over here. It's a good thing the fog actually does obscure their vision and the lurkers are, well, more inclined to just lurk. Yep. That's the kind of thing that'll kill you. I don't remember if I took keen hearing. I think I didn't, right? I think that was one of the things I regretted. Otherwise I would have known you were coming much sooner. This character, stats-wise, he's pretty good. He needs to eat more. He's just real malnourished. Please tell me there's something. Mustard, you know what? I'll take it. We're gonna have to eat so many gross things in the course of the series. That's what's defining this character to me. We've got all these canned food, and we're just gonna have to shred our hands to get at them. I would really... Ooh, dried black beans. That's very, very good for us. Mac and cheese. I will... Is that better if we, like, boil it and put it in a pot? Can of oats? 1,500 calories. Okay. We're actually... Good things are happening here. Oh, this house is a godsend. Well, it keeps us going for a while longer. That's what it is. Sustenance. That's why they call it that. Oh no. Oh no, they broke in. I didn't hear a sound of anything like breaking, but I should have been suspicious when the sound of the banging stopped. Okay, die and die. Oh, that was scary. Alright, now, but I'm trying to figure out what the state of that pasta is. Rotten uncooked. We can't risk it. Although maybe we'll take the pot and dump it out. Use it for our own ends. Nothing else here. Okay, I'm already really happy with this run. This is already worth it. I love how it generates, like, stories like this. We've got ourselves a tinkerer. And some clothes on the bed that may be useful to us. I've got to remember to start checking these bookshelves. I mean, look, we've got things like mechanics, farming magazine. That'll be useful to us later on. VHS tapes, if we can get some power going. And give ourselves some entertainment. But still no... What we're really looking for is a generator magazine. But we're a long way from being able to use that anyway. I'm thinking that later... A rifle. I'm thinking that later we'll have a look at some of the cars that are broken down on the way, on the path leading to the farm, so that we can, you know, obviously get some gas. But it seems like the neighborhood is somewhat sparse. I've actually seen it much worse, even on Apocalypse. Now this is interesting. An intact police car. No key, of course, but maybe this could be something. That siren is quite useful. Oh, here they come. See, this is what I like. We may not be the greatest fighter in the world, although we're certainly not a bad one, but we have the opportunity to slowly clear it out. There can be a lot, They just can't all be on you at once. Now, who's inside here? There's somebody in here. One in the back, but you're not the one that's banging on doors. So who else is it? A book. We can use that to cure some of our wormpression. There you are. It's just creeping through, looking for the source of that noise. That's a lot of this game. Two of you? Okay, this way. One of the responding officers. Red wine! Alcohol has re-entered the picture. We are definitely curing our wormpression today. This neighborhood is so good for us. Take you, red wine. Maybe you don't want to drink you just yet, but another water bottle, a bowl of cereal. A rotten bowl of cereal. I mean, it could go stale, but how can it possibly be rotten? More tomato paste. I will grab all that. We are honestly just going to be like downing all this stuff that we find. Vegetable oil. Oh, we're going to hate that. Good thing we have wine. And more nasty soup. Now apparently this car does have gasoline in it, so we'll keep that in mind and come back with one of our cans. And oh, actually something I'd kind of forgotten to do for a long time is we can actually check these mailboxes, and sometimes they have useful magazines in them. It's a Hail Mary, but I mean, hey, this is a game of Hail Marys, right? Just one after the other, trying to keep ourselves going just a little bit longer. A pistol, we don't need that. Oh, right, I'd forgotten there's a whole bunch of them outside. Yeah, there should be a whole bunch just around the corner, weren't there? And now we're starting to eat into that big group that was over here, which is probably the largest threat in the immediate area. And since we got to reduce it a little bit, that's very good for us. Come on. Let's just try not to be backing up towards woods. That seems like a poor plan in this moment. There's still a bunch of them moving around out there. It is not safe to be here at all. Oh my god, it happened! Yes! Okay, I knew it. I knew we would find a can opener in this neighborhood. It was destined to be. And some hot sauce, yes, okay. Well, this is a game... A second can opener. You know what? That's Project Zomboid, isn't it? It's just the way it is. I mean, there's no use complaining. I mean, why dwell on the past? I'm not even gonna kill this zombie. Ooh, a nice leather jacket, some gloves. Yeah, we are definitely gonna put that on. Right after I get out here, because that guy is inside and I'm being incredibly foolish. There you are. Okay, well, the prophecy is not going to come true. I just told myself that you're going to be the one that kills me. Well, here's our opportunity for that not to be the case. Oh man, talk about a productive loot run. This is so good. That jacket is actually in good shape. Can we... we can't put it away. You know what? I think we're going to head back home for now. We'll check out this shed, and call this a job well done. Coming out here really was the move, and I wish I had come out here before I wasted all that time in Muldrow. Those are some really scary sounds. It sounded like footsteps. I think it was just leaves rustling, but when it sounds like footsteps and rapid footsteps, that makes you think, oh no, are we at the next stage of zombie evolution? Uh-oh, I hear them. Now, there is more to this neighborhood, but honestly, like, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It's always hubris that kills you in Project Zomboid, and why even worry about it when what we should be doing is going home, honing our skills. We're actually not on the clock for the first time in a while. Just got to get some of that weight up. Some of you have told me that I should also be discarding the things I don't intend to pick up, because I will get the XP then, too. I'm sorry if I'm not remembering some of your advice. A lot of you gave me really good advice, and I just don't remember it, because the last time I recorded was, like, weeks ago. Oh, I actually don't remember. Have I ever placed that stove? Should get on that. Look at all this actually good food we have to put away. Unbelievable. And if I can, tonight, I mean, we're going to keep the rotten food just in case, but we'll keep that in the fridge, you know, where it doesn't matter. If I can, we have a mac and cheese tonight. Okay, so one of you can openers is going in here, and the other is staying permanently on our inventory. We are not letting it out of our sight. There's our antique oven, all this stuff. That's right, we're also carrying a ton of canned food. You know, maybe soon, since we do have sort of the breathing room, maybe next time we go on a run, we'll practice with the shotgun. Alright, but let's grab that oven and just haul it inside. I never want to have to move this thing again. I'm sure there's all kinds of arguments you can make for the most strategic location for this, but honestly, I can't think of a single better place than right here in the living room. I mean, by Sims logic, it means it's going to burn down and kill us all, but I don't think that can happen in this game. I don't think that can happen in this game. But this is where I want to relax, and this is where I'm going to sleep. Right there on that couch. Forget a bed. Look at all this food that we've been building up, and now we can finally actually access it. Yeah, we're definitely eating something from a can tonight. Remember, we've got to eat a lot in order to keep our weight up, and in fact, we've got a lot of weight to gain, so we're actually going to have to push our character kind of to the point of, well, stomach bursting. Let's light this thing. And once more, that familiar globe blesses us with its presence. That's just like TV, isn't it? In the meantime, how about some wine? And now let's drink the other half. Because honestly, we've arrested our weight loss. Now it's time to start gaining. Otherwise, we're never going to get anywhere, and there are no limits on this. There we are. We need to gain much more rapidly than that, too. We're only limited by full to bursting. If it weren't for that Moodle, you know? But maybe we would do well to give our guy some time, huh? I mean, he's been through a lot, and I think he deserves to relax. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. If you don't eat this entire box of raw mac and cheese, you're gonna die. Day in the life, huh? It's so cool to be in a place where we can get basically infinite firewood. We could keep this going forever if we wanted. But for now, we'll put it out. We're really only limited by the amount of work that it is. But I think it's time for us to go back up there, eating all the way. We're not going to stop for anything. And maybe train up our firearms skill and get some more loot. That'll enable us to stay here for more time and just, you know, really take some time to hone our skills. Too full to eat. Do you know how rarely I've seen that? Oh, looks like there is some fuel in here. I always fear the rustling. So that'll keep us going, give us a few more miles under our belt. Anything inside? It's really the trunks I should be worried about, especially on a big beast like that. Oh, but it might be kind of hard. We may have to sledgehammer down that section of fence. It's got a key, too. Too bad that doesn't really serve us. We can open our 1 box of shotgun shells, about 20 of the things here. And I'll tell you what, this isn't going to be our go-to, but if we encounter a sticky situation, that's what we're going to be using. So let's just attach that on our back. The sticky situation wasn't supposed to be here. Alright, die, line up, please. Whole lot of you up on the trail here. Die, and die, that's alright. I prefer you in the obvious spots. It means you're not in the woods. And of course, plenty of you could be in the woods as well. Yeah, I'm thinking shotgun might be the way to go. I could do this. Let's just get ourselves to a somewhat safe place and start shouting. Maybe I'm making a mistake. Maybe I'm overconfident, but this is kind of a lot in this neighborhood. I'm definitely going to have to take some of these beta blockers. All this time avoiding hordes, and now I'm making one? Also, something that's been bothering me for literal weeks. So, you remember in the beginning of the game, when I had a cold, and so I kept attracting all these zombies? I'm so sorry I didn't make a Sneezes Christ joke. I am so sorry. It was so obvious, and it just went right by me. Alright, it's a decent horde, but not an unkillable one. And we can always lure them off if need be. Let's just get them all in a straight line. We need to take our beta blockers, that's the thing. And that's going to require some time. So we've got that. Our panic will drop. We'll kill whoever's in front of us. Come on. Need you dead now. Thank you. And switch to shotgun. Make a ton of noise this way. Bang. Bang. Come on. Load up where we can. I believe there were some rounds already in it. And we just keep going like this. This is when the game gets more action-y. Never thought I'd see it in this mode. But look, that's why I love the shotgun. It's not only good for training aim, you also get so many kills with so little ammo. You don't even have to have good aim. Keep them dying, and we can deal with the rest. It won't kill all of them. In fact, we're coming down to our last, but well, this is what it's for. This is the investment paying off. We've got to be very, very low by now, and there's so many more than I thought. Oh, they must have all been in the woods. And we've got nothing to reload with. Only 2 shells left. Alright, well, I think we're better off holding on to those for an emergency. Oh, there's so many more than I thought there would be. That's how it is, isn't it? Now would actually be a great time for a Molotov. We have neither that nor a campfire. But look at the absolute waste we've been managing to lay, even with that 1 box of shells. Alright, you guys are coming this way. And that's going to be it for that. You know what it is? I'm sure we also brought a lot from the road as well, which is good. I mean, having you guys all in one cluster makes you easier to avoid. And don't worry, no, I am not going to try and crowbar all of this to death. I'm just trying to get you somewhere where I can break line of sight. There we go. And we're out. Oh, surprised you guys didn't come after me. And just handle the stragglers, and we are good to go. It's real nice to start winning, you know? With them gone, we're free to have at the other end of the neighborhood, and whatever edible goodies may be inside. I'm hearing somebody, but I don't see anyone just yet. Broken window, signs of a break-in. Can't park there. Anybody else? Yeah, I'm really surprised not everyone responded to the gunfire. Plane's auto manual, advanced mechanics. Okay, so that'll allow us to work on certain types of cars. And there's somebody inside. There we are. Oh, a full bookshelf. Maybe we can get something from that. Please, I'm trying to spare crowbar condition. There's still plenty of killing to be done in this area. This is weird, right? Putting a kitchen behind a door. More mac and cheese and dry ramen noodles. What else? This one's not quite as rich. A lot of rotten food. I'd like to think I moved beyond that. Lard! Just what I needed. I need to become a tub of lard. Which will really just get me up to normal size, but you get the idea. Is this going to make me sick? I feel like it would. It's going to make me very unhappy. But there we go. Do it. Just do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. We actually don't have war impression anymore, but we are a little sad at having done that. What about this place? Anything good in here? Besides the corpse of the previous owner? Any of that still good? No, all empty bottles. So inconsiderate. We've got Cooking Volume 1. I could probably do something with that. I'm not sure what the cooking skill does. I mean, I know it gives you, like, better recipes and stuff, but I think it might also let you get more out of certain foods. Who is around here making all these spears and utterly failing to fight zombies with them? You knock them down first, and then you spear them. Don't try to fight them like some kind of idiot. Alarm? No, oh wow, this whole neighborhood drank itself to death. That's hilarious. I mean, not hilarious, but you know what I mean. And the wine is still intact, which means it's ours. So what do we got over here? I see some cans. Another can opener, which is hilarious. These peas are rotten. I don't know what's wrong. I feel like we should have, like, triple arrows on our weight gain right now from eating that lard. But let's just grab these canned peas. We will take another can opener. I'll take as many can openers as I can find at this point. And we'll see what else is around. Please, why did nobody have a generator manual? Ooh, the Hunter magazine. Ah, now we can make, like, stick traps and such. I'm not sure if I already had one of these or not. But that'll be good out here for country living. Oh my god! Oh my god, no, 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 no hitbox, no hitbox, no hitbox. Thank you. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them filtering in. Okay, is there another exit? Is there another exit? Yep, through the chairs, thank you. God, what drew your attention? And there goes that. Let's go, run through in case there's somebody right outside. And that's about it for that neighborhood. Ooh, we found a whole cooler. Yeah, okay, let's pick that up. I don't know if we get to keep it or not, but is there anything in it? It doesn't seem so. That's lame. And that's kind of the good part about finding something like that, isn't it? We may have enough food to keep ourselves going for a little while, and even regain a bunch of our weight. But honestly, I think now is the best possible time to learn how to start living off the land. I don't think it's quite warm enough yet for us to start farming, but at the very least, we can get better at foraging. And in Muldrow, it might have been dangerous, but here we can make something happen, I think. It is really not warm enough to start doing this. Okay, well, our priorities just changed a little bit then. I'm gonna go out there and shop... Oh, wow, it's still so early. Okay, later, I'm gonna go out there and shop some more firewood so we can keep this going for longer. In the meantime, mac and cheese for breakfast! Yet again, oh, and our weight is still going up, and we've gained some, so that's really, really great. We're gonna want to keep that going for sure. I just love how much attention to detail has been put into the sound design in this game, and the atmospherics and the lighting. I mean, it's an isometric game. You wouldn't expect the graphics to be so gorgeous, but I think it understands that in a game that's so much downtime, stuff like this is critical to making that part of the experience. I mean, I've already talked about that a lot, and we've already experienced plenty of it, but it does bear repeating. Now, electrical. We should use this time to read that electrical book, right? I mean, if we are going to get the most out of dismantling all these watches. Ever since man first began to walk the earth, we've dreamed of venturing into the forests and cutting them down so that we don't have to look at them anymore. Cutting down these trees actually serves the dual purpose of giving us a little bit more visibility, which is why I've started with the ones closest to the house. It just prevents the rise of ambush predators nearby. So I think we're going to start cutting out the stuff immediately behind us next. It's just, I feel like in a situation like this, a big part of the despair isn't from the actual objective nature of the situation you find yourself in. Like, being hungry isn't that bad, but it's so much worse when you don't know where the meal is going to come from. When it's cold, having nowhere to go is so much worse, because you know you can't just back out of this bad feeling, but it's really good now that we have a consistent fire going, that we have the means to keep going basically forever. We never have to put it out. Now, I'm just going to head out into ye old cornfield. I don't know if it reduces the foraging loot in the middle of a snowstorm. All I know is I saw the post on Reddit of somebody finding a katana in one, and now it's kind of like D.B. Cooper's money. Ooh. Bag of fertilizer. That's got to be a good find. Oh, I love these, like, high XP gains. Where's that? Let's just eat this whole thing of hot sauce, since we are currently still trying to keep our weight up. There we go. Yeah, that's the kind of gains we need. Feels wrong to call that gains, but you know what I mean. Oh, wait. I had basically forgotten that there's actually a whole other part to this property. Never anything much in these buildings, but could be worth checking out at least. Yep. Oh, we had squatters. Alright, if I told you once, I told you 1,000 times to get off my land. There we go. Not welcome. This barn does feel pretty warm, though, doesn't it? Another one in here. There we go. Die! 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 Oh my god, I hate this mechanic so much. You are literally green. Like, I hate it when the game just lies to you about what's gonna happen. Well, we get a spear from you. How did that injure us? Our right foot is scratched, which means our boots are probably screwed too, right? Because that's a realistic outcome of that. There we go, that's foraging up. And I'm not quite sure what that does for us, but it's gotta be a good thing, right? You almost didn't think the world had ended if it weren't for the fact that the TV won't turn on. But with all the VHS tapes in the neighborhood above, if we can just get a generator and a book, well, even that might change. All in our cozy little house while it snows outside and that snow turns to rain. I mean, sure, why not cycle through all the atmospherics? And why not jump scare me with the sudden sound of pages turning? I'm just very aware of how vulnerable we are. That part never really goes away. And we finish our reading material as the snow continues to fall. Time for dinner. A pretty late dinner. Or at least it feels like it when it's so dark. We now have the ability to pursue electrical more. Maybe tomorrow I'll make a quick jaunt up to the neighborhood and start disassembling their TVs. Certainly not disassembling mine. I accidentally just put the book in the oven. Let's just quickly fish that out in case someone else might want it at some point. I think if I had fallen asleep that way, it actually might burn the house down. I think if there's something in it that's not supposed to be, and you leave it for too long, that can happen. But yeah, all things considered, we are doing quite well for ourselves. Still 2 points of that, 71. My goal is to get us all the way back up to 80, but I think we're going to need more than what we currently have on us to do that. I'm actually thinking for today, since I'm a glutton for punishment and I just can't stop doing this to myself, I think maybe we're going to grab Pegasus and go for a ride and try and see what's what at the farming town. More specifically, the gas station, which should have a lot of junk food on the shelves. It's really not a good idea, and I'm sure it's going to be infested, but I feel like I have to at least see it. In the snow, it's actually kind of hard to see our way. But I do still think it's important to get out once in a while and just check on things. Remember, these plants are going to grow, and we're going to have to maintain this road if we want to be able to get a car in and out of here. For example... Now, I'm hoping to be gone for not a terribly long time, and what I'm also going to do is I'm going to swing around and try to hit the town from the north, so that way we don't have to drive through the entire thing and bring an entire tail along with us. And there is actually a neighborhood over here, too. I hasn't been aware of that, but that's going to be a real important scavenging location for sure. What a sight. It's probably not worth the computational power, but imagine if bodies actually did get snowed over. I mean, you're driving through a particularly rough patch in the street, and eventually you realize that's the reason. I'm just stopping to check every single wreck I possibly can, to see if I can't maybe get something out of it at least. Gas here. Okay, that's good. We are real apocalypse scavengers here now. It's actually, being on the road in the snow like this, it reminds me of Season 2 of Telltale's The Walking Dead. Ooh, we got Carpentry Volume 1 and 2 back here. We've got a first aid kit with a suture needle, all nice things, another gas can, and a full condition hammer. It's all random odds and ends stuff we already have, but it's the kind of thing where when it breaks, you really don't want to be without it. Alright, let's siphon gas. Wonder how much we can get out of this thing. Looks like a decent amount, perhaps. Crowd of zombies in the road potentially means we're getting close. Let's go around. Well, it's not going to matter once we actually get there. Yeah, no, it's getting denser and denser the closer we get. And we'll have grown too much of a tail, I think. Yep, there's the water. Wow. All this time away. Remember, it may only be one episode, but it's several weeks for me. And I'd forgotten just how bad it was. But maybe... Oh, this is dumb, but maybe I can make something happen. I'm gonna leave the keys in the ignition. No, I don't think I can risk this. I was gonna go for a daring raid where I let everything around, but I'm just not willing to risk this run on that. Unless... No. No. It's tempting. It's so tempting. And all the junk food that's probably in there. Ow. Ow. Oh no. Okay, surgery on the road. Deep wound. God. Alright, stitch it with a needle and thread. Oh my god, I hate driving. And put a ripped sheet bandage on it. Well, that sucks. Hey, look, we improved our first aid. Damaged the crap out of the car in the process. It's just, you're never quite as maneuverable as you think you are in this game. I need, I don't know if that's going to affect our walking just yet. But I did want to get another scavenging run in. That wasn't even super high speed. See, I wanted to come here and do this, but I'm not going to be able to do it if we have too much behind us. And it looks like we're still walking mostly okay. It's always one step forward and two steps back in this game. We actually don't have, like, we have enough food to keep us going a while, but we don't really have enough to sustain all the weight gain that I would like to do. Yeah. On the floor, please. And we also need to kill anything that might have followed us. Nothing? Really? Huh. Another can opener. That's... You know, this episode is just all kinds of weirdness. I forgot that beef jerky does that when you pick it up. It was just a really weird model bug that happens. Canned peas, dog food. We're actually going to be eating that dog food because it's high calorie. Okay, there's somebody making noise upstairs. Which door is it? Potentially more than one. Yep, and yep. Die, please. Yeah, we're just going to start disassembling all of the electronics. That's what we need. And hopefully pretty soon we'll be able to hotwire a car. We're actually nowhere near that. Wow, you enjoyed the country living too. You've actually got a campfire outside your house. Anyone still home? It kind of sounds like there is. Yeah, a few of you, in fact. Alright, well, I'd rather you come out here. Down. What have you got in your kitchen? Answer, mediocre thus far. Really mediocre. You're gonna have a poor harvest this year if you don't bring me better offerings. Canned evaporated milk. Well, I suppose it'll just have to do. You know, this is literally the first character I've ever had who's ever leveled up first aid. Like, it's usually just not that much of a concern. Granted, in most games, if you're getting injured that much, it means you're going to get infected statistically. But even still, this run has been somewhat productive at least. We've got some stuff, we've got some gas, and we've got some food. Actually, not a small amount, in fact. Melted ice cream. It's just, I don't understand how it can be rotten. We've got to do it, though. We've got to do it. As long as there's other stuff in our stomach, it should be okay, right? We've got iron gut. It might be bad for us. It might actually be real bad for us. But I think we can weather it. I mean, we've done it before, right? What I really should have considered when I was driving around like that is just knowing that I can't easily get another one. I mean, if this happens, if I really do lose Pegasus, which is going to happen sooner rather than later, it's just like a fact of driving around in this game, the next best thing is the police car in the adjoining neighborhood. Problem is, I'm going to have to hotwire it. Ooh, wow, huh. That's a lucky find. A mint-condition crowbar just sitting in this random box outside a house. There's that queasiness, and I do expect it to get worse. But we're just going to have to deal with it. This would be the episode where I die, but, you know... Honestly, part of it would be kind of a relief, just because it's like one less series to juggle. But we are going to eat these pickles. Maybe if there's more stuff in there, I won't be as poisoned, you know, dilution. I don't know if that's how it works, but we're also going to take the milk, not to drink it, but because it can be used as a mildew cure. More canned evaporated milk? Yes, very, very productive. And this looks like a cozy spot. Ooh, and... not only that, you've got a lot on you. Is your house much the same? Nope, you just have lots and lots of... you have shotgun, pistol, and all I really care about is the shotgun ammo, really. And you've got a lot of food. Ooh, wow, a lot of high-calorie and junk food that doesn't spoil! Okay, we're definitely bringing the car around for this. Canned chili. Nothing in the fridge, of course, you know, needing to be refrigerated and all, but this alone makes this so worth it. I don't understand how we looted so much. You know what? Maybe we didn't really loot so much. Maybe we looted a few big places in Muldrow, but not a lot of places, and it's the volume that's really helping us out here. Well, in any case, we're going to grab all that we can. We're going to get the heck out of here. Retreat to our place for at least a few days to lick our wounds and gain some weight, which we are readily able to do. I never thought I'd see the day. Please tell me you have at least a little bit more in you. What's your engine condition like? Not that I'm qualified to mess with this at all. I guess the hood was open, so that's probably not good. Engine 5%. Yeah, I think we're going to be grounded for a while, but you know what? Maybe it's better that way. I'm actually kind of amazed that it's starting as reliably as it is. Is there maybe some kind of, like, display error? I mean, I've literally never had any problems with this car. It should be turning off, like, every 2 feet. I mean, I've had far worse problems even at, like, 30-something%. Well, we can definitely repair this as far as replacing the headlights, but the rest is going to be a little bit more difficult. I think it's just pure luck, or perhaps divine intervention, that keeps it rolling and starting for now. But as I said, I think what I really need to do is to wait out this winter in hibernation, live off of what I got for now, heal, and in general just build up my skills, learn how to forage. Kind of hard to do when you don't have the herbalist magazine. Can't really eat the berries. Oh no, now's not the time. Now is not the time. Come on, get out. Run. Oh, we are so weighed down by all this food we're carrying. How ironic is that? Seems that just for a moment the clouds parted and the moon was very bright, showing me that I'm still on the right path. Anything that's not us dying can be undone. In the morning, we'll head back there, kill everything that's around the car, have it limp back home, and from there we'll just play it by ear. I mean, look, we've been in far worse situations than this. At least we have a place to go back to that's safe. A place where a fire should currently be burning. You know what? I'm not even going to tempt fate by continuing that thought. Home sweet home. And on the bench on the front porch. Can we get close? And yep, we can already see that light on in the window. That one little bright spot in the middle of absolute darkness. You know, it's times like this you really have to be thankful for what you have, right? I mean, even in the worst of situations, it's the little things that stand out all the more, and well, we've got a lot of little things, and we've finally achieved the biggest thing. And lost our last biggest thing, basically, but we'll work on it. Meantime, it's been a very long day, and I'm sure all Jesus Griffiths really wants is to sleep. So let's let him. It just... Going to sleep is such a triumphant thing in this game. Because all this is really about is surviving for just a little bit longer, and this means... Well, basically for free, you're gonna get a few more hours. Let's see just how far we've come. We've got our weight back up from 69 to 73, and no signs of stopping soon. Especially since I believe we've earned ourselves a chocolate bar, right? There we go. It'll be a good counterbalance against the dog food I have to eat later today. And just like that, we're shooting right back up. I think we're going to recover just fine. Let's replace your bandages. And, you know, I know I'm a broken record, but it's just crazy how this game is so unbelievably granular, and with such complex needs. that even when being put through the ringer like this, it's still coming out on top. In a huge way. But still a long road ahead of us, I hope. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. If you have any advice for me, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.